What's my last night? In the earth, in the universe, you make me give you up before you open my heart. No one who you can trust. Come on, let's set it up. Come on, let's set it up. Wow. Look for a compromise. And when you say no more, say no more. And when you say no more, say no more.
Gentlemen in the mix.
Hello, traders. Welcome to the Monday stream where a key technical breakdown is unfolding before our very eyes. As you can see, the gray inflection zone from 2021 and many times after that has been breached. Throughout the day, 40,665 was being regarded as a support for a little while. A few Kramer tweets on Bitcoin, and then it broke down kind of during power hour for the stock market. Currently, we are in power hour for the crypto market, though.
It's time for Power Hour.
All right, so I think it was established on the last stream, if this level does not hold and there's follow through, then you just think that the next reasonable level would be like 38K, which again, I've got marked here on the other chart, right? Just some swing highs from November. That's kind of like the next level. Something else, you know, we discussed the 618, like that golden retrace, the golden rejection at the 618, which was like 48,000 and change. Well, we go back to 2019 and the exact same golden rejection occurred. And you wonder, like, okay, if we look back at that, how deep was the retrace before an attempted rally? Because currently Bitcoin is down 20% in about going on 11 days now. So what happened to Bitcoin? It lost 30% of its value before a rally occurred, attempted rally, and it recovered nearly, I mean, it was like 27% rally in 8 days. But then what completed there I'll show you. Some of y'all will remember because we had live streams and all that going on. Right here. Good old-fashioned bearish cipher concluded it all. You never saw those prices again until after the COVID crash. So this is exactly where we could be. We're 30% drop. We got 10% more to lose. If history is just going to repeat itself to a T. I believe in 2016 maybe. Let me go to the daily here. Go back to the daily. We go back to 2016. You get these. It happens, right? Where you have buying climaxes, unstoppable runs, and then look what happened here. High to low. That was a freaking 38% drawdown. 38% drawdown in 44 days. Look, there are many, even in the uptrend, right, where it was well established. I mean, a 38% rally or drawdown in 7 days. Look at this. I mean, you get these rallies that just nonstop, and then look at this. You get like a 26 to 30% drawdown, and then a recovery, and then look, another one that takes you down another 30% in 9 days. So 30% seems like kind of reasonable, and we're only at 20% right now. And I'll just show you from the highest of highs to right now, 19.3%. If you were to go down 30%, what is that? Gosh dang, man. Well, gets you closer to that 200-day simple moving average. It doesn't really line up with anything. Well, actually, there's a swing low, just one of them, from February 2022. So if you were going to just do the same thing that you've done percentage-wise from history, this is kind of X marks the spot at 34.3. Again, I'm thinking like just, we're talking about levels. If this is real, because look what happens tomorrow if like all of a sudden just random bullish bamboozle candle, we're back above 42K. All right, but I'm saying if this was real and there's a back test and there's follow through, you could just see how reasonable it would be to declare 38K as the next kind of like level. All right. Something else that happened that I don't know how big of a deal it's going to end up being, but Bitcoin futures, a gap has virtually been created. What the? This wasn't here. What? Yeah, so the gap virtually filled, right? But now you've created somehow a gap has been created on the new day. Okay. So, that's kind of something that was going on this week. Took you pretty much to close it up, which happens, right? There's not another gap. Real gap maybe till like 31.5. Right around that 30% drawdown level. So just kind of bringing that to light if you didn't know. If you want to, before we get into everything else, let's just take a real quick look at, well, here it is, man. Here are your blessed ETFs that you've been waiting for eternity.
You have the hands of a healer.
That must be no thank you. FBTC, indeed, the market participants have been saying it as the Dow Jones Industrial Average made fresh all-time highs today. Stock market's fine. It's just, yikes, man. Look, BTCW down 3.5% after hours, down 1.4%, trading at its lowest level in human history. It's very short history, but nevertheless. BTCO, destroyed. Lowest closes ever. Lowest closes ever. HODL, yeah, get HODLed. What is this down? From the highest high to the lowest low. Currently down 20%. So this is virtually trading exactly like CME futures getting listed in 2017. It literally, the day that it went live, it was the top. That is the case holding true right now. And yeah, also you got like the FTX loser scammer, Democrat Party money laundering scheme. Those people, they're like selling their GBTC shares that they apparently had on their balance sheet, which has been a good amount of the selling pressure. That is, here we are, GBTC, great timing. Down 3.2% and down another 1.45% after hours, currently trading at 35.30. So you look at something like this and you say, I can't really be that surprised if just a minor pullback correction occurs. Are you kidding? Defying gravity, straight line up, man, just nothing. So yeah, man, be on the lookout for lower prices if what we're witnessing is real, a breach of a key support inflection point. Here's your BitB, your DeFi, your iBit. Yeah, it's like Apple iBits, right? Apple looks like it. Just saying, because iBit, dude, Apple looks like it's being all-time high soon. Here's your Burr. Everyone's buying Burr, right, bro? Valkyrie Bitcoin Fund. What's up, Amelia? Good to see you. Thank you for the super chat. Super chatting in trying, troubling times. Always the best time. So get wrecked, Bitcoin. That's the message of the sermon today. Get freaking wrecked. But if you thought Bitcoin was bad, why don't you go take a look at Ethereum, which is down almost 6% today. Broke through 2409 like a hot knife through butter. So it seems like the trade setup idea, 2400 first target, 2600 second target, was the play. Was good. And, just as early as the last stream, you look at a chart like this and you understand you're just pushing your luck at this point, being long, because the asset legit respected the level so freaking well. I can't even believe how well. Can you even believe that you anchor on the bottom and then you just move the parallel channel tool to have this as another anchor point from August 2022, and it just happened to be the tip top, and since that tip top test of the level, Ethereum down 15% in 10 days. Phenomenal. You gotta love that, dude. Right? Ascending triangle and the nice little back test of the level. That's it. And then 1 and 2, and you're done. And now correcting. So another message will be get wrecked Ethereum, get wrecked crypto.
Since we started out on BitConf, let's go further into crypto.
Jonathan, you got anything to say to Maxine Scrub Waters?
I like turtles.
There's bears out here.
And then, just like that,
Bitcoin going to zero.
All right, here it was, this neckline of like kind of a momentum shifting structure after a beautiful test of the key inflection zone. The break, it's kind of looking like to me a clean break. And yeah, just understand, like the day could end, a rally could ensue, but until you break back above 1.56 trillion, you're screwed, right? Because you could get a formal bearish back test, because market participants love back tests. So you're just going to get soon, in less than 20 minutes, a confirmed daily candle close bearish breakdown. But that's pretty cool, like the day of the bearish breakdown of the channel was January 18th. AC, it's called the parallel channel tool with, some the augmentations to the aspects of it with the heart line checked and all that. So, yeah, Jonathan had a good weekend, but he understood you're pushing your luck. You break a key level and you pretty much run up, and then you test once and then twice, and then you had just divergence cascading upon itself, like just over and over, lower levels every time. Now you're sitting at your highest level of negative momentum on total since, wow, November of 2022, Larry. RSI currently trading in the bearish control zone, anything below 40. So we have now breached into that level. As you can see, it was like rejected in October, of course, right? That was it, Larry. That was the beginning. That was the pump. But now, back in the bearish control zone for the first time since September. September 11th happened to be a bottom. be bottom. It was just a real bottom right there. So look out. Oh man. Okay. That's a development. See how much follow through there is, or if there would be. Yeah, getting this XRP here. And it's back, the type 2 return, but good luck, man. Bitcoin goes to 38K. I don't know how a Gartley plays out. It won't. It can't. This thing's a joke compared to Bitcoin in performance. And so if Bitcoin's going to draw down another 10%, if history repeats itself, 2016, 2019, and now 2024, there is no way 50 cents holds unless some sort of news-driven catalyst comes out and, you know, Alex Cobb comes out of retirement, whatever. It just can't hold if you're going to see 38K, which isn't even, remember, 10% from here is like 32K and change. So you're here. You got to find some sort of like signal candle, like a massive engulfing candle, volume, whatever, because you're running out of space here for the Gartley to stay valid. But could be. Fear is high. All right, BNB, you know, you're just looking at an asset that had a huge run, was consolidating, down sloping consolidation, and it's just like, not much you can do. There's no action to take. And there you go, man. Like, so, oh, that was beautiful. I guess shorting, right? A supply line, but again, whatever, have fun. That was perfect yesterday. They got one more test. There was far too much supply at the supply line. I can't believe this news. And now a massive bearish engulfing candle taking out 4 days of a rally here. So that's a lower high than the previous discernible swing high here. You could just think about, I don't know, just use your imagination, like wave structures. Yikes. If that's the case, the two smaller waves are completing. So can you imagine, you know, a high, a low? This is the bad action magnet move. Probably going to get put to the test if Bitcoin sees 38K and $289. All right. BNB. Let's look at SOL. Man, it had some promise, but again, like in these, with Bitcoin doing what it's doing, you don't have a chance in heck, man. You just don't. No altcoin's going to play out, even if it looked okay. You know, they had a false bullish breakout, immediately rejected with the bearish engulfing candle, and then you were just sitting here making lower lows on the close every day, and just looks like it's about to puke. And it did. It has puked. It's continuously puking, and you're about to see your lowest daily candle close since December 20th, the lowest close of 2024. SOL trading down 8.26% current time. So could we please continue the Guz? But the good news is, right, some of the, like, oh man, it could, remember like what Avalanche looked like, File, all these ones that ran up, they did these things like these miraculous 50 to 200% rallies, and it's like I'm sitting here and it's like, man, they're just, what do you want from me? There's not really opportunity, because the opportunity played out. There was a chance, and now it's done. But yeah, there were some that were like trying to test these levels, but they just couldn't hold. Avalanche down 9. Remember this? I mean, it just, good Lord. Yeah, this is what reversals look like. Oh, someone offloading as much as they can, as fast as they can, without causing a panic. Normally looks like this. The momentum shift into the distribution confirmed. And then a key inflection point from history, formally back tested again. 200 moving average rejected, and now look at you. You're in no man's land. There's just really not much here till way lower. In the 20s. Yeah. There was a run, and then we were blessed enough to receive the signature of distribution, momentum shift into distribution. And now it's really, really accelerating for now. And hopefully, though, wherever this ends up pivoting, it's higher than the lows we saw in November. You get a clean higher low. Maybe it's a deep 886 retrace from there. You pivot and you run again. Maybe an opportunity will present itself, but not until all this correction on Bitcoin, is concluded. Okay, you know, there were other ones like this. What other one? I mean, like V-Chain didn't look great, man. Like head and shoulders up here, lower high, now lower low, heading down. You know, about to soon see the bottom of support. You know, and you're back inside that mega channel. Yikes. Here's Filecoin, that down 6% now. And this is what you're saying. Like, you got to wait until at least 5. And we're at 5. But, man, it's like it never really feels great by the time you get there. You haven't even really tested it. It's like 46 to 499. And this is the dragon stuff. But, again, you need a signature candle. You got to see, like, a formal back test that is, like, actually real. Like, they haven't even tested it, or it's an ongoing test, and you want a bullish hammer, a failed bearish breakdown, bullish engulfing candle, something. You don't have anything right now, so it's something to monitor. Because, dude, if they cannot defend this $5.46 level, could be a bad time, like really bad time. You could be going back down to 4. So yeah, that lower high kind of tweezer top at a 641 resistance after a just phenomenal run that you hit the C point of the beautiful M shape. It's just a work of art. Poor H bar, sheesh. You know, you hit like the top of the harmonic, which would be an exit for an aggressive harmonic trader if they were just going by the plan, C and A. And it was also, I mean, like above that, there was nothing left, but they weren't going to let it break that. And now look at you, see the lower high, you test and defend. And then what happens next? The most recent event after the bullish test is a lower high in the previous high. You start rolling over back into it, and now look at you, working on the lowest daily candle close really since December 7th. So, and there's just not much support here until like 6 cents on H bar. This is what I'm saying. Like down here, the comet is visible to the naked eye. You can see with the telescope, it is close. And then once the comet starts leaving, you know, your visibility from being able to observe it, there's no, you cannot execute a low risk, high reward opportunity trade. The upside starts becoming more limited. And there are, you know, short-term ways to maybe add on, like right here. But again, it concluded with the harmonic trade hitting its C point. It's crazy. It's beautiful. Chainlink couldn't do it, man. Like, they tried again. They keep trying. That's so rough, man. Now you have like traders settling up at their highest point, 1693, and then later you had 1677, and then now 1616. 1, 2, 3. Oh boy. It's like an up thrust, back test of up thrust. If I flip this freaking thing around and we identified this, that would be a long. That would be a low risk, high reward opportunity long. You got a range, you got a higher low, you got buyers. Okay, so the level was breached from history, but this all reconfirmed its validity, and that's a signal. And so now you can imagine, like if this plays out, bye Link. See it definitely back at like 1290, but probably 1144. This is like another lower high, man. So just yeah, Bitcoin Cash only down like 1%, but still, man, it's like that Gartley. It's like bad taste. Holding up better than a lot, that's for sure. I don't know how much longer that's going to hold, though. It also all depends on Bitcoin, but you get it, right? I mean, there are times that you can that are really actionable and they're low risk and there's max upside. Then that like it plays out over 3 months, and then all of a sudden it becomes like I don't know what to do now. Like I mean, there's nothing else to do but take profit and wait because there's just no actionable trades where there's like just max upside because the upside occurred 50 to 200% on average across the freaking market. Okay, all right. Well, we can move on. Take a look at the spider here. There it is, an all-time high, and not just intraday, but on the close. There's never been a close in human history at $483.45. Incredible. Think Nvidia and Microsoft. And now, things are starting to broaden out a little bit. But yeah, for the most part, most of this run, like high majority of it, had been from 2 stocks. And then you go to the Dow Jones Industrial Average, looked a little better on the close. Gapped up, that'll fill, but $38,000, Larry, for the first time ever. You've never seen 38K, and then here we are, January 22nd, 2024, and it has been achieved. So Bitcoin 39,000 and change, and then Dow Jones. Looks like Dow Jones is going to be catching up to Bitcoin soon, as Bitcoin right now, you can see on the 4-hour hitting its lows, and it looks like in power hour and the remaining minutes of power hour, we will see the lowest low we have seen of 2024, the lowest low we have seen technically since the beginning of December 1st or 2nd. And it was pretty cool to see on the weekend, like the buyers defended the level just to push the price for a formal bearish back test. What was once a support resistance has now formally been reconfirmed as resistance. There was such a lack of demand this weekend that they couldn't even test it again. And then just going into the close of the week, into the new week, just a rout, a bearish rout. But my ETF, just wait, man. Just think about, like, it will take time. Because just because ETFs get approved, congratulations. Once they get approved, then the institutions have to put those ETFs into their mutual fund, their huge blend of assets with an expense ratio that's managed. Okay, they got to put, and then after they do that, which who knows if they've even done it yet, after that, then it's going to take every 2 weeks, paychecks, automatic, passive flow coming in to the mutual fund. So that will take time, man. So if you're patient, everything will work out. You're just correcting. Corrections happen. Here's your NASDAQ composite, not at all-time highs, but at its highest level, certainly since the beginning of 2022. And just up against a resistance from September 2021. So, and here's that 886, the big old shark. The bearish shark is nearing its completion zone. The way it's gone on the S&P and the Dow Jones, probably not going to be it. They just keep going, man. Crazy. And then we look at the worst of the 4, the IWM Russell 2000 ETF. It was good today. I mean, up 2%. Pivoting. Maybe we go for another test 200, top of the range. Finally, they're going to break it. The problem with the problem with the IWM is like, ooh, if they break a key level that's, that was pretty much manufactured in August 2022, the upside's so like minimum. It's like minimal upside because you just almost $9, you're at this huge inflection congestion zone. So there's no party on the IWM probably until you're breaking $213. Then you can get excited because then you're at 230, 240 plus. So, but yeah, wow, what a terrible asset. But hey, I might rather own the IWM than what's going on in China. That's right, China to me. Hang Seng Index. Limited down today, yesterday / today, whatever. Short selling has been banned, and it did nothing. They have, in the past 5 months, I believe China, the Communist Chinese Party, has infused, or not infused, but they have added $800 billion to their balance sheet. I mean, America's not any better. We've added $300 billion in 22 days. Debt on our Treasury Department. Thank you. So everyone's just printing money to a degree, and no one's bidding on the Hang Seng after all these precautions. You got limit circuit breakers going off. You got the government spamming, printing the money printer, and look at this. Look at the freaking index. Lowest daily candle close we saw since October 31st, 2022. So this is the second lowest candle close seen on the Hang Seng since 2009. Very, very bad, boys. What's crazy about the HSI? Trading flat since 1997, same price. But guess what? Their money supply has increased 3,400%. So I'm just like, but you have to understand, like, their market's not like ours. Like, their biggest jewel is their real estate market, which is the single largest asset in the world. And that's destroyed too. That's wrecked. So yeah, I don't know how. Oh my God, China's gonna invade Taiwan. Like, they're not in very good shape to do it, but there it is. Jesus chimes for a new day. Lowest daily candle close on Bitcoin since December 1st or 2nd. Yikes. All right, that's your get wrecked Jesus chimes. Okay, lowest 60-minute close, lowest 4-hour close, lowest 12-hour, lowest daily close, all of 2024. Thanks for being here, because you could be anywhere witnessing this, new streak we got. We're going streaking through the quad into the gymnasium, but we were wearing red shorts, not green shorts. Okay. That's weird. Why is my Ethereum? Oh, it's frozen. The heck? There we go. You know, audio check. We okay? Audio check. Johnny, don't gaslight, dude. There's no indication that I am pissed. Just doing charts, man. Doing what I've been doing for 6 years. Going on 6 years. I think we got like 10 days or a week or two until like my 6-year anniversary of live streaming. So audio's okay. All right. Thank you. Hang Seng, man. Destroyed. You go any further, you go to the Hong Kong market. Same thing. Same, like, destruction. Downtrend, testing a demand lines. I've certainly oversold in the downtrend, rivaling your lowest low since 2008, 2009. Yeah, so these markets will be opening in a couple hours. So have your alerts set up. You definitely want to see if, like, China's or just Asia is continuing to just, like, collapse. It's very interesting. And it's just a weird deviation where you just got stock market all-time high every day, and there's nothing you can do about it, man. You ain't stopping Nvidia, AMD, Microsoft, soon to be Apple, Google. They're gonna start revving up again. Nvidia, man. Well, I mean, should we look at Alibaba? Do you want to look at some Chinese stocks with that? Hey, I need some reassurance, man. They could just be like the losers, dudes, in China, but yeah, Baba down. Look at Baba, man, trading at its lowest price since November 2022, and it's really not that bad. This is like your best performing Chinese stock. Not really. TAL Education has been like in an uptrend, but yeah, just looking at it, this is the one that was like a huge inversion, and then like lower high, then you just break the support. It's like, and I'm done. Like, after that, it's just no chance. Yeah, terrible. China. What was the other one? JD.com, which was like trying to be like, we're going to be the next Baba in Amazon. It's like, were you? Because your chart indicates that was a lie. Now, dang, man, here's an interesting chart, okay? Here's JD.com. IPO'd back in 2014 at a price of about $20, give or take. Look at this level. Tested and tested and tested. It has always been a bottom, literally always. And here we are, after it took us like 3 years to get here from oh my God, like from over $100, now $20. what are you going to do? What are you going to do here, man? It's just one to pay attention to. It's China to me, but... The basement. But there's some, like, you know, outside of Asia, there's some, like, pretty good-looking stocks, man. Like, I'd been paying a lot of attention to crypto, and kind of, it's just tough, man. You spend too much time on one market, it becomes easier to neglect another market. But there are just assets out there that look like okay. I mean, like, look at ODP here. Okay, I know it closed up 2.69%. Just look at this. I mean, you tell me. Like, there's this high from 2021 that is being defended now. It's in an uptrend. Nothing in crypto really looks like this. Not right now. I think if they pivot, eventually it will. But that's just a huge deal. And of course, you had that mega falling wedge at support with the higher lows. Wonderful. But yeah, swing low in 2010. I don't know if it goes further. But nah. Wait. What is it that makes it so? 48. Yeah, just a 1991 low. Or high, excuse me. Yeah, they're breaching that. I think that's pretty cool. It's just like a falling wedge. The trend reverses. Higher highs, higher lows. Your highest high. Now potentially your highest low, and just a lot of upside potential. Yeah, man. And then look at this. Look at this, dude. And you find me a crypto that looks like this right now, and I'll show you a surprised man. Look at this. It's unreal. It's freaking crazy. Like, this was an old all-time high on ODFL, Old Dominion Freight, transportation, trucking. And then look what happened. All-time high, and then they breached the old all-time high, then they formally back-tested as support, then again. Look at this. It's a 3 rising valleys continuation and a mega uptrend and a formal bullish backtest of an old all-time high as support now. I mean, that's just mind-blowing good. Bullish psychology. Flip the chart over. Oh, mother of God. Look at this all-time downtrend. Classic distribution at the 200, back testing an old all-time low as resistance, lower highs. Oh God, puke alert, we're about to crash. Price discovery crash. So it's like, you know, shifting your eyes to the traditional market for now. Probably a good idea, just because crypto, the opportunity was there in October to November, and then it was over. Then it was gone. Everything was just marking up. See if it's worthy to look at. Yeah, it's okay. Just look at this, and this sucks. This really does suck because you have earnings on Thursday, so it really, you can't, with the right conscience, you cannot say it is good to go long, because VLO could just be down 10% on Thursday and you did nothing wrong. The trade setup was perfect. It's such a low risk entry, max upside, minimal losses if it fails. It's a no brainer. But again, earnings after hours trading down 10%. Running stops, you don't get triggered, and you're just underwater at open the next day. It sucks. Just as easily as you flip the coin and it's up 10%, 7%, whatever. So you just want to survive Thursday, but I'm just showing you, like, this is a Wyckoff reaccumulation. All right, you got a sell wall at 146 to 150. You just got higher lows, and then buyers recapturing this level here. 2022, look at this. It's an old all-time high from 2018. This is what makes it so freaking crazy. They are right now, over the past week, reconfirming the validity of an old all-time high resistance as support. The 200-day simple moving average is also support, trading above it. I mean, it's like crazy good. This is what you're always looking for, stuff like this. You just gotta be careful because of earnings. Stupid. Yeah, things like this, man. They're out there. Look, we go to Apple. Look what happened. You just talked about VLO. Look what, same thing. Old all-time high from 2021 and 22. Rebroken. back tested formally as support a couple times. 200-day simple moving average trading above it. It's like you just get ready, man. You think like any pullback that happens, as long as the pullback holds above 180, another higher low, and you be breaking 200 soon and heading to price discovery. And not bad. Even though it's just, again, it hasn't done anything in 7 months outside of the correction. I guess you could say the highest low in the history of Apple got put in the past 7 months, and now the highest low ever. And you could be working on the highest high soon. So just pay attention to Apple. It's in great shape above 182, 180. Just is. Really, maybe 176. It's like kind of this mega zone here. And you're going to see something crazy, man. Look at Under Armour. This is freaking wild. Look at, okay, so this isn't like, oh, I'm making this up. Believe me, bro, you don't have to trust anything. Any line I draw, like, I will show you why it's there. Look, swing low from March 2020, another one from May of 2020. Okay. I don't know if it goes further back. Been resistance like once in 2010, but that's it. So the buyers recaptured this level November 14th. We couldn't believe it, right? Oh my God, we thought it was a failed market. Nope, it held. They recaptured it. But since then, like a couple months have gone by, and there was never any confirmation that this level was actually a support until the past few days. They defended it. They reconfirmed its validity. It was support once. COVID crash lows. It's being regarded as support again. That's a signal. That could very well be it may not play out, but this is exactly where people take longs. You get it? Like, because the downside is so limited because you don't want to own this crap below $7. And the upside's maximum because look at the price action. Straight up and down. A lot of up and down. Your target easily 921, then 11 after that. So you got to pay attention. This is the first higher low you've seen on Under Armour. Same lows. Now the first higher low, potentially. Good to see chat is as lively as ever. Wow, y'all are the best chat ever. Okay, and your engagement. You're like gonna win an award for typing. I just pay attention. I mean, whatever. Yeah, there are other like. Look at Carvana. You can't believe it. Up 7+% that I gapped up. I know, but like a higher low in the previous low, a higher high in the previous high. Now the highest low, and you might be running to 57, 58 again. Man, you break that. Couple handle, man. Like kind of unironic couple handle. Like, dang, man, bullish back. Look, this 2018-19 low, they back tested as support. Yeah, levels that were resistant support become a support again. Okay. Something like Fortinet, FTNT. Gotta really admire something like this. Like almost like a freaking shark. Look at the gap downs, but what a recovery, man. Like, it's been a long-term uptrend. I mean, a gap fill could be an easy target, $75 eventually. Now, on the other side of the coin, there was the worst thing I've seen today was ADM, Archer Daniels, Midland Company. They're like one of the largest food producers in America. And my God, the selling did not stop. Gap down 24.2%, and had its lowest daily candle close really since like February 2021, but broke a key zone of support. Look at this, dude. This is not a joke at all. Formal close today below it. Yikes. You see how real it is? And you're just like, well, we're just going to close below it. Hot knife through butter. I don't know if it goes any further back. Nah, I mean, you got 47 as a peak, but I think this is just a big deal. Nasty, man. And then like all the airlines and the leisure entertainment don't really look good. Like look at which one was it? Las Vegas Sands. To me looks like, okay, you had the Head and Shoulders, the beautiful shark head. It's like gorgeous. And then look, the formal bearish back test of what should have been support had been support. It's flipped back to resistance. And it's just like, to me, I mean, kind of looks like bearish consolidation. Right, this level here, you don't, I mean, trading below it is all, it normally manifests into $35, $36 way lower. So it's almost like bear flagging, right? Oh, God, barf, man. Bad. Yeah, like, let's see, what was it, like, just like, let's check on Delta Airlines, bro. Yeah, look at that. Thank you, Charizard. We can look at Peloton, sure. It's like, yeah, double top, add an inflection point, kind of where you're looking for it. It's up after hours. Was there earnings? No, it's just up 2% randomly after hours, trading at 37.72. But dang, man, I guess if the first test of this old supply line acting as support, I don't know, whatever. They just don't look great, man. Yeah, all the airline companies are up big time after hours. Is there news or something? Also, the double top. Yeah, we can do it, man. Genie doing the thing. Well, yeah, of course, man. It's traditional stock. Doing things, yeah. Only things not really doing things are leisure entertainment and crypto. Everything else just going nuts. I don't know. We're going to find out. All airlines are doing good things after hours. Well, Peloton, woeful downtrend, man. And look at the 200 regarded as resistance. I get it. You put in a bottom in September, October, and you've had a rally with everything else in the world. But what to do what? Formally regard the old all-time low supports as resistance? Reject the 200-day moving average? It's bad, man. But he wants to see the weekly. I just, like, you can't do anything on this. You have to wait for, like, again, if you want a bottom feed, you always want to see, okay, it's a bearish breakdown, but it's a false bearish breakdown. Fine, then let's see something like this. So we can get a higher low. So we have, like, evidence of someone accumulating. We have evidence that what was once a support is being re-regarded as support. Maybe you get a bullish golden candle, piercing line reversal, bullish hammer, something. But until then, how can you even think about taking action on it? You have to wait for these things to develop, and they may never develop. So you just keep scanning. Peloton is not, it's just below a level it desperately needs to be above. But yeah, it could be working on a fake out. The sellers really haven't been able to do crap since August. So maybe they fail soon, but you got to just pay attention to it. These events need to occur for it to be like optimum for us to maybe take a chance on buying the basement. Soul's pumping. Holy crap. UAL beat earnings, so therefore it was it was a sector-wide rally after hours. Gotcha. Okay, man, here comes Bitcoin. We're gonna make it, man. Dude, how can Asia afford to buy crypto right now, right? Yeah, you get something like, yeah, there is, look at the divergence that's there, but the performance from the divergence is so pathetic. That's what I'm saying. Like, we need things that haven't happened to occur, and they may never occur, but if they do occur, that's the only time it might make sense to really have an amazing long opportunity at the bottom. Okay. Let's look at like Amazon here. You know, rivaled one of its highest highs. and highest lows of the run. But still, like, woefully underperforming Apple and Microsoft and Google. Yeah, but this one has a lot to do, you know, there's a lot more involved with Amazon, you know. But it is freaking wild. The most recent discernible event I see on the Amazon chart is, look, 144.54, an undeniable level of inflection that goes back to July 2020, September 2020, March 2021. It has been formally regarded as support. That's really nice. So you think, like, oh, history repeats itself. You could just be going 167, 177. Yeah, so nice. Nice to see that go on. But Facebook was down today, but only after hitting an all-time high. Yes. Was it? Yeah, a literal all-time high on Facebook today. Meta. But not the highest daily candle close. I mean, probably like the 4th or 5th highest close ever. But yeah, intraday, Meta had never seen a price of $390. But hey, all of a sudden, we got ourselves a potential piercing line reversal. There it is. Opened higher than the previous close and pierced through about 50% of the previous candle. It's very close. I wouldn't be doing anything with it. I'm just identifying it, right? There you go. Big deal, dude. Let's plot it in gray for you. If I can. There you go. Microsoft, all-time highs. Look at that. This is what happens sometimes. 113s, 886s can just sometimes act as flags, consolidation, like where there's a pause. And look at it continue to run. 1414 is next, right? 406, that's the major from the old all-time high to that 22 correction low. Yeah, the mega 1446, and then the 1618 is 433.70. And that's where NVIDIA stalled out for about a month. Bullish rectangle has already broken that and running again. It's crazy. NVIDIA, the best performing asset in the world over the past decade. Here it is, all-time highs. Not on the close? Yeah, on the close, barely. That's it, man. The partial decline played out. I guess all you got from a high to low is a 2618, 682 target. $600, every 0 and 5 will be a potential support resistance. So 550, or sorry, 650, 682, 700. Who knows? It might try to push this to 1,000. I would believe it. I would not be surprised. Andy, it'd be probably better to wait. I'm not looking to short crypto because Bitcoin's in this long-term uptrend, but it's just correcting right now. You got to wait for a lot of things. It just takes time. You want a bullish dragon pattern after 30, 50% retrace, back test and key level support, you got to wait. But while you wait, there are assets out there that are pretty interesting. Disney. I hate Disney because of like whatever, but look what's, you know, they're woke garbage, but man, $90, a key support. And man, look what happened when $90 was support in July 2022. It ran to 126. Look, and over and over, and now again. I mean, this level, $70, was very real. See how real it was? See how they back tested once, then twice, confirmation low right here. So, I mean, you break $96, $97, easy 108 to 120 on Disney. Very wild. It hasn't broken a supply line, I don't think. It just depends, right? Like what type of anchoring you're doing, but you see, like that's probably very real. Was it Netflix that did Very close. Very, very close to its highest high. I mean, it's just near those. What's crazy is, like we saw on Amazon, this level, the same time that Amazon had its own inflection point being created, Netflix had its own at 467. And so it seems like the buyers are just trying to break it and then confirm it as support again, because it was at one time support. They're regarding it again as support, and it's unstoppable uptrend. I mean, the upside's pretty massive. If they can keep the price above 467 long enough, it's an easy no-brainer. You know it's 568's target, or at least 560 to 570, whatever. You know, you see the levels. What's up, Nick? Thanks for the £5 super chat. Netflix earnings. Yeah, we're in earnings season, dude. So everything that looks maybe okay. All right, here in before, gap down 5% or up 5%. Yeah, you just got to deal with it, crap, man. Sucks. It's really, really disruptive for the swing trader. Freaking LHX, man. I can't believe it. Since then, it's just been nonstop. Resistance is now support. I wonder how long they're going to keep this thing going. This thing's a beautiful uptrend. Wow. Nothing to really do so much. I mean, it just looks good above $200. And then you got like hotels sitting all the time. I think Marriott, yep, Marriott and Hilton worldwide is all-time highs, man. It's freakish. Kind of low here. Nearing the 1414, 190, 195. The 1618 is 203.89. So let's just say $200. And then Marriott. Mar. All the time high, man. Look at that. Freaking nuts, dude. Now everything's getting slow now. Yeah, look at this channel. Freaking amazing uptrend, but nearing very overbought territory. So all-time highs though, just nuts. Fleet Core, all-time highs, I believe. No, not all-time highs, but you broke a level, a pretty real support resistance. And it could be blue sky. I mean, you got 294, but then 329 after that. It's just wild. But look, you get it. Like they're just always you're always looking for assets to defend levels and then confirm the defense, you know, and those are the lowest risk entries no matter what. So it's just sad that like crypto, you're just not really, this Bitcoin's just not at a level right now where it's actionable. You gotta wait. Even if it goes up 5% tomorrow, it very well could. Like we said, there hasn't been a formal bearish back test yet of 40,665. Like doing something like this, like don't get cocky. Don't think like it's the correction's over just because a formal check back. Just like they did. 42 was bearish back test confirmed. So don't be surprised if they do it on this one too. PayPal actually looks good. Dude, actually PayPal, unreal. Look at this. Falling wedge breakout last week. I don't know, I'm 3% today. I don't look, I'm showing you. I mean, it's still there. It's still very real. Yeah, it opened. I mean, they gapped it up and it was like, whoops, whoa. We can't really have it like this. So they pushed it back down. But that is piercing line stuff. Look at that volume. Highest volume spike on PayPal since August, early August, on the earnings, gap down. And you do have earnings coming up when? Early February, so a couple weeks. You're probably going to pump on that because it's been destroyed so many times for so long. The expectations are so low. It's like, oh yeah, we beat. Oh my God. Pump. So yeah, I mean, still in a just woeful bear trend. It's terrible, dude. And anything below 68 to 72 is awful. I'm just showing you, like, you did break a supply line. That's not good enough, I know. When higher lows for real, higher highs, higher lows. You do want, when you're taking swing trades, you want to see some higher highs, higher lows. I mean, this is like not much anything here. No higher highs and not really any higher lows. I mean, that might be one, but well, we've been live an hour, and you know, I don't really know what else you want from me. We can look at gold before I get out of here. Had an intense workout today, so I'm kind of just like dead. Yeah, gold's still hanging in there, man. Hard to believe after all that bearish divergence. It's being propped up. No performance from the bearish divergence, which could be a good sign. They keep this up. I mean, like, you might be going all-time high soon, because that right there is like trend reversing exhaustion, and there is too much demand, not enough supply to get this thing to even make a local lower low. Can't even test the 200-day moving average yet. Gold is just holding up, man. Occidental, very much seems like it's at an actionable area for a long. I mean, close enough, right? I mean, you see a range, and you're at the bottom of the range, and you got this local low here. One low, the second low. I know you're below the 200-day moving average, but diverging. You are showing some bullish divergence on that local low near supports, at supports. And there, if it did succeed, right, it would be maximal upside. $67, $70+ would be your targets there. That's why it's always good buying low, because of the upside potential. When you buy at inflection points, confirmation lows, bullish divergence, whatever, always got the max upside and the least amount of losses if it fails. Small shark, yeah, 100% shark, whatever. Okay, yeah, you don't even need it. Potential dragon. Potential double bottom, confirmation low at the bottom of range. You don't need it, but yeah, sure. It's all saying the same thing. So one day there will be hype again, but it is not this day. And Bitcoin, if we've looked at history from the golden rejection, which is when Bitcoin has a rally that concludes at the 618, the major 618, it's only 30% drawdown, not 20. We are at 20. If you were to make a 30% correction, it would take you as low as $34,200. So again, do not be surprised if we get a rally that takes us to 40,600, at least briefly. I hope we break it. I hope this fails, but it would be a test. And it could be a successful test, bearish back test, before we then see like the next leg down. So just understand, waves happen. You get marked down, and then you get bearish back test, and then you roll over again, and then you do it again. You want to see what ETC's doing? Sure. I mean, they're trying, dude. This is, you're getting really close here to bad. But yeah, it's below 24 and 24.58, but it's above 22.58. It's not great, not terrible. I think if you wanted the truest of true breakouts, is 24 to 24.58. You can see it, and you're not above that level. So man, it's okay. You better pray. Like, it cannot hold here and rally if Bitcoin continues to descend to its next levels. I think it was a regulatory thing, Susanator. Something about news about, yeah, just, I don't know. I briefly saw something about it, but. So thank you all for coming out. Appreciate likes, love, support. And I'll just be back. Until next time, respect the TA. Yeah, I see why you might have requested it. Yeah, like really have to go to the bathroom, man. Oh yeah. Held support, M shape completed down here after a big correction. Yeah, I mean like type 1 though. You'd think it's a type 1, so maybe a type 2 you'd wait for it. Yeah, it's like a bat. Completed. It's pretty beautiful there. I mean, of course, that's your request. That's what you do. It's like a bullish Gartley 886 inflection zone. Look at this. Goes back 2008. See it? It's real. And they've defended it. And what would be the most idealistic thing of all time would be just very easy. Either 86 plus or 79. Like that right there would make it the dream. There could be nothing else that would make this any more incredible for low risk, high reward opportunity for long. So it's completed the type 1 by the looks of it, and is just kind of pulling back, and they might be just trying to test it again, man. It's beautiful though. It's like setting up to be brilliant, like unbelievable. This is how it all corrections conclude with M shapes like this. But man, you just want to have that confirmation. You can't really manage your risk appropriately right here. But if you just wait till 85 to 80, that's the level. That's the place. Look, history tells you that's the place. Not me, not my opinion. It's nothing to do with me. It's about history. It's about where reversals have occurred in the past. It's where they'll oftentimes occur in the future. All right. So thanks again, G-Dog, for making the stream conclude a little bit brighter. Thank you, man. See y'all.